U.S. President Joe Biden has issued presidential pardons to 39 Americans convicted of nonviolent crimes and commuted the sentences of nearly 1,500 others, including several convicted of multi-million-dollar fraud schemes. The White House described it as the most acts of presidential clemency issued in a single day. It comes after Biden made the decision to pardon his own criminally convicted son, Hunter Biden. Announcing the move, Biden said those pardoned had shown successful rehabilitation and have shown commitment to making their communities stronger and safer. The U.S. Constitution decrees that a president has the broad power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States, except in cases of impeachment. The White House released a pardon list of 39 people that said the individuals had committed either a non-violent offense or a non-violent drug offense. It did not name the specific crimes they were convicted of committing. Several of those pardoned were individuals who had been released from prison. Many were veterans, or they had become community leaders or advocates. The White House described one pardon recipient as a 49-year-old Virginia resident who was convicted of a drug offense at age 21. After serving his sentence, he went on to earn a university degree, have a successful career in the U.S. Army and Air Force, and volunteer for charitable organizations that support veterans. He is known as exceptionally hardworking, dedicated, and trustworthy by those who know him, the White House said in a statement that gave short biographies on all those who had received pardons. The 1,499 commuted sentences includes individuals who were placed in home confinement during the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as those whose sentences Biden deemed to be too long due to outdated laws. They have shown that they deserve a second chance, Biden said of those whose sentences he had commuted. Biden promised more steps in the weeks ahead. Among those who had their sentences commuted was 76-year-old Timothy McGinn, a former stockbroker convicted in 2013 of defrauding hundreds of clients for millions of dollars, wiping out savings for many of his victims. Another person who received clemency, a former Ohio County Commissioner, Jimmy DeMora, was convicted in 2012 of taking $450,000, 355,000 pounds, in bribes that included lavish trips to Las Vegas, prostitutes, and a stone-fired pizza oven. Also on the list were Paul Daugardas, convicted of overseeing fraudulent tax shelters in 2014, and Elaine Lovett, convicted of defrauding federal health insurance program Medicare as part of a $26 million scheme in 2017. The president will leave the White House on the 20th of January 2025 when his successor Donald Trump is inaugurated. Biden previously had a record of pardoning fewer people than most presidents in modern U.S. history. He had issued a few categorical pardons in the past, however. These are pardons given to a sweeping number of people who fall under a category outlined by the president. In October 2022, Biden issued a full pardon for those who had been convicted of simple possession of marijuana, and later expanded that to include other marijuana-related offenses. Earlier this year, Biden issued another full pardon to military personnel and veterans who were convicted of an offense based on their sexual orientation. Biden's decision earlier this month to pardon his son, Hunter, continued a trend of presidents on both sides of the U.S. political divide, including Trump, granting clemency to people close to them. The younger Biden was facing sentencing for 2 criminal cases for tax fraud and gun crimes. The move has proven controversial since the outgoing president previously ruled out doing it, but he claimed the cases against his son were politically motivated. Biden has also weighed issuing preemptive pardons for prominent critics of his successor Trump in a bid to shield them from retribution after the president-elect takes office, but has reportedly been concerned about the precedent it would set. In a separate development on Thursday, an ex-FBI informant pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI, which had led to investigations into the Biden family. Alexander Smirnov acknowledged that he concocted fabrications about Biden and his son accepting bribes from Ukrainian energy firm Burisma. The claim was seized upon by Republicans in Congress as proof of corruption. Trump granted 237 acts of clemency during his first term in the White House, according to the Pew Research Center. These included 143 pardons and 94 commuted sentences. Many were in a flurry before he left office. In recent days, Trump has pledged to issue pardons on his first day in office to people who were convicted for participating in the 6th of January, 2021 riot on Capitol Hill, in which his supporters tried to block the certification of Biden's election victory. He said this week that the pardons would be for people who were non-violent, like and share,